8:50 and I believe it's the 3rd of August. It's Tuesday and we're leaving our campsite here at the Mary Kathleen. It's started out quite a warm night. When I went to bed around midnight, having watched the Grand Prix, I was surprised when I had smatterings of rain on the roof. And I thought, what? Anyway, as it turned out, there's only a few drops and that was it, but a 5% chance of it today. Winds 25 to 35 knots, and fortunately it appears behind us. That's all good. Meanwhile, I've been in here a couple of times. I haven't been out to the mine site. So that is what we're going to do this morning, first up. Some low overhanging trees here and there. I reckon there was something like 150 odd bands in here the other day, but there's certainly nothing like that here last night, that's for sure. I think the whole thing is quietening down somehow. Strange with the signal last night, could not get anything happening. Just couldn't get anything happening. I reckon they had a 63% signal and a 73% boost or some such thing, but there was nothing there to work with to start with. Just trying to find a way across onto the road that takes us into the mine. Well, that's supposedly it. And it's over to our right somewhere. How's it going?
Good, mate. How are you?
Good, I think. You got someone coming in behind you, I think. Yeah.
You'll get out there, will you?
Yeah, I'll get around there, no problem. Yeah, I'm trying to get onto the other road out to the mine. According to the GPS, I'm on it, but it's up there.
You've got to go back this road over.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yard.
yeah.
You're going to camp down there.
Sorry?
You're going to camp down
No, I've been here all night. I've been here a couple of times and never looked at the mine site. So I think righto, this time I've got to do it. Who knows whether I'm coming back again?
there. Good luck, man. No worries.
Good on you.
Righto, buddy. Thanks, Dave.
Yep.
I've got a tree here. I'll wait for you to get going, huh?
I've got one in front of me.
Oh.
Okay, let's see how we go. Yeah, so we had a lot of fun with the signal last night. It just wouldn't work for us at all. So really haven't had too many problems with it, but there's obviously going to be times when it doesn't work. And now that's the gate, and then we turn right. Okay. Another perfectly good Queensland road. There's a few caravans camped in here as well. So, Yeah, when I was cruising around I could see people over the river, over the creek. Oh, I wonder what that's about. Oh, that's where I've just come from. I see, okay, that's where I've just come from. I'm not getting my bearings. My ball bearings. Someone camped up there, must be going for a walk or something. There they are up in the bush. Oh no, it's cattle. Don't think they're driving cars. Okay, so town square to the right. So you can get through there. Mine side 6 kilometres. I don't think I'd bother about coming in here to actually camp. Well, then again, doesn't matter, I suppose, does it? In there in your camp. But if you're driven in to have a look at the place, well then you've got to drive back out again anyway, so yeah. Bloke in front of me is being extra cautious. Extra cautious. Some of these potholes are pretty damn decent. Pretty rugged country through here. I seem to remember making that comment when we were driving across the top here in 2013. I wonder if this will be the same as every other road that I go down. It's only half as long coming back as what it is going in. Half the distance, or that's the way it appears anyway. That's a rock form. That's just a hill full of mullock. Oh shit, hello. Yeah, we'll just wander around here and have a little on the grass, we might step out in front of you.
Roger that he had someone put up the Grand Walton, so he might have went towards the eyes.
Well, okay, so we did that bit. According to me, we're pretty much right on the mine. I reckon there's another kilometre to go. Oh well. Wow, look at that. Well, there's certain infrastructure just here, that's for sure. It's the curving and the floor pans, I guess. There. Well, we just hope we can turn around when we get up here. Okay, so how far do we actually go in with this? He's got a small camper and he's going very easy up there. Like we just might turn around and head back out again. We might have a crack at turning around, put it that way. Neatly done, I think. Okay, now I do some stupid things from time to time. Well, from time to time I don't do stupid things, let's put it that way, but if I'm in any doubt whatsoever, I'm not going to take a bloody chance on anything. I'm just not going to make a dick of myself just purely to try and prove a masculine point or whatever it is. So I don't know what's beyond where we turned around, but according to the map, this is where the mine was. Now there is, as we came in, I did notice that there were heaps of mullock heaps and that sort of thing. But do we go on up there or do we not go on up there? Or do we go back to where we come from? Yeah. I think this is an area that needs to be approached with just a vehicle, not with a trailer in tow. Certainly not this trailer anyway. I'm pretty certain this is where we went down, before we came up. Well, I have to find out. There are little rocks sticking up in the middle of the track. You've got to try and make sure you don't run over them. Last thing you need to do is puncture a tyre in here, that's for sure. If you can help it. Hey, I remember this little piece here. So, on reflection, the smartest thing to do this morning would have been to unhook and then come in. Even if that meant spending another night here, but that wouldn't be a problem either. But with things escalating in Queensland at the moment, I think I prefer to be out of the place somehow. So we have a little track through the tree to get through. We've got to be careful of that bloody overhead. And just to make it easy, of course, we've got a cow right in the middle of the bloody road. Oh, good one. Okay, Bessie. Come on, out of the way. Out of the way. Come on. Yes, I know. I know. I'm a pain in the ass. But that's my calling in life. He's that place that they just sit there and look at you. Okay. So that's the worrying bit out of the way. And that hill there is just all rubble. Well, we're back to the T-junction. Now, pointed down here to the town square, so I thought, well, stuff it, let's try it and see what happens. Now, this will probably take us through that creek bed that was down here. Yeah. I'll stop just over there to the left. Could well come out this way. So we're back where we started from. Okay, so we're leaving the Mary Kathleen Mine site area. Tell you what, the roads are rotten shit just here. Hope you don't get cleaned up as you go. Mount Isa. It's 10:16. Again, look at that country in front of us. There's a million bloody caravans on the road, and trucks of course. Mind you, this is a major road, so just a spectacular piece of road. It's an off-road caravan. Heard the truckies talking about that earlier on. This is just a spectacular country, spectacular. It's even better through the sunnies. It's got a tint on it, but still. got a rest area coming up in a couple of kilometres, and I think we might take a break and have a cup of coffee, I think. That was a spectacular drive through there. Takes us up to about 30 kilometres out of Mount Isa, and amazing. With the traffic, and even though I'm not doing 80, I'm doing under 80 kilometres an hour through there, but when this old girl moves around a little bit, the caravan moves around a bit, there's a hell of a lot of weight, and you can feel it flying by the seat of your pants, and it's sort of relatively exhilarating stuff, but it's, yeah, time to have a Kit Kat break. If only I had a Kit Kat, but there you go. Okay, so we're coffeed up and we're back on the road again. I think it's a little tamer from here into the Isa somehow. It was an amazing drive this morning though, that's for sure. A good place to stop. Cars abandoned, I think. So there was no more excitement. Well, I don't think it's going to close in on us like it did back there, but it's still some gorgeous countryside through there. There's the weather thing up on top of the mountain. You can't get any clearer picture of the weather than up there, I would think. Unless I'm mistaken, it was originally named by a guy who came from a mining place called Mount Ida, and to differentiate he called it Isa. I need to check back on that, but I've got a feeling that's what it was about. Probably bullshit. That might be half, that is. It's all chimney stack. We're here. Now that doesn't look all that spectacular on the TV, on the camera, but believe me, it starts and just goes straight up. It's about twice as tall as what it looks like on the camera, I reckon. Or 3 times as tall even. What do we do shopping wise, because there's not a lot between here and I don't know, wherever we wind up in Northern Territory. Again, we're not spending much time here because, well, we filmed it all for the Savannah Way, didn't we? And had a good look around in 2010 as well, so not much has changed. Caravan and RV rest area.
Mount Isa came into existence because of the vast mineral deposits found in the area. The lone gold prospector, John Campbell Miles, who is recognised as the founder of Mount Isa, stumbled upon one of the world's richest deposits of copper, silver and zinc during his 1923 expedition into the Northern Territory. While camping on the banks of the Leichhardt River, he and 4 farmers turned miners staked out the first claims in the area. Taken with a friend's stories of the Mount Ida gold mines in Western Australia, Miles decided upon Mount Isa as the name for his new claim. With a population of 22,000 and 33,200 in the surrounding district, Mount Isa is the administrative, commercial and industrial centre for the state's vast northwestern region. Mount Isa's events complex, Buchanan Park, opened in May 2007, can hold up to 6,000 people and is the home of the city's annual show, Rodeo and Mardi Gras street parade every August. There is also an annual multicultural festival in early September.
It was built in 42 when Darwin was bombed. That was the start of it. But here they thought that if the Japanese could land and invade as they planned to, that they would fuel a plane pretty quickly and bomb Mount Isa. And the reason being that this mine had a huge output of lead during the war. They concentrated on lead only in the war. They would have had military intelligence and they think would have known about the mine. So they built this as an air raid shelter. And it took 15 weeks by hand to build this place, and then it was fully equipped as a hospital. And so if the cottage hospital had been bombed, then sick and injured people would have had somewhere safe to be treated and get out of the air raid. So that's the whole idea. It was great vision and great thought. We don't know who the instigator was that first thought of it. The hospital was the building you've just come out of there. And it would have been the biggest roof in Mount Isa. So they're thinking, well, they'd have dropped a spare bomb on that too, just for devilment, you know. People were living in little tent houses, mostly single men, and they built their own little whatever. But as you know, we didn't get bombed. And when the war finished, they kept this ready to go right to the end of the war. Shortly after the war finished, they closed it, and they didn't take a thing out of it. There was nowhere to empty it into, evidently, because the hospital would have been still full. No big warehouses or anything like that here. So it was just left and sealed. And the grass grew back over the hill, and it was like that for over 30 years. In 1977, someone noticed that this hill was subsiding in a couple of places. And I think out of curiosity, they put a digger there to see in one of these depressions to see what was going on. And well, lo and behold, he broke in and found the hospital. The mining inspector crawled in and he crawled straight out again, and he sealed it there and then for a further 20 years. So it went half a century undisturbed. But in the late 90s, a group of miners here who heard about the find in 77, and they got together and got permission to restore the place in their own time as a community effort. And those men came in on their days off for 4 years to bring it back. So that's the brief history of how we got it all.
The land around the present-day city of Mount Isa was home to the Kalkadoon Aboriginal tribe. The Kalkadoon tribe led a subsistence lifestyle on this land that the white settlers looked at as nothing but poor grazing land, with the odd mineral deposit. As settlers and prospectors pressed further into their lands, the Kalkadoon tribe members set out on one of Australia's most successful guerrilla wars in a fight for their lands, until at Battle Mountain in 1884, the tribe attacked a fortified position in large numbers and suffered terrible losses, and much of the land was lost. Lindy Chamberlain, actress Deborah Mailman, golfer Greg Norman and tennis player Pat Rafter are just a few of a number of notable Australians who were raised in Mount Isa. Lake Moondarra is an artificial lake on the Leichhardt River 16 kilometres downstream from the town of Mount Isa. It provides water to the town and the adjacent Mount Isa Mines mining lease. Construction began on the Leichhardt Dam in 1956 and was completed in November 1958. The dam was built to Mount Isa Mines and at the time was the largest water scheme in Australia financed by private enterprise. On the 11th of July 1961, the dam officially became Lake Moondara after a competition to name the dam was won by a Mount Isa local, Danny Driscoll. The lake includes picnic areas, pontoons, a ski jump and water sports facilities. It is popular with birdwatchers, sailors and anglers, as it is stocked with barramundi and sooty grunter. The Lake Moondara Fishing Classic has been held there since 1999.
Down the end here we actually turn right, and there's the Leichhardt River again, and it's dry. Oh, a couple of pools of water in it. Yeah, right to Camberwell, so that's where we're heading. Well, there's been promises now for the last few days of wildflower type season starting and that sort of thing. These little purple flowers along the side of the road, and I figured, well, I'd better do the right thing and take a photo of them. So I did. And found a little interesting West Coast eagle snake. I thought I'd take a picture of that as well. This country just keeps coming. So do the trucks. You want to have a crack here? I'll pull back.
Yeah, right. You're going to back down big time though.
Would have been alright, except for that bloody caravan that's going the other way, eh?
Yeah, it doesn't get going quick enough to when I get pulled into it.
safe. Camel wheels 150, and it's 12:55, 12:56. So let's say 1 o'clock. 150, that's 2 hours. Makes it about 3 o'clock. So I guess we'll just keep going and we'll get to the Billabong and see what happens there. See how crowded it is. You okay? Okay. Oh, problems. Got a rest area coming up on the left, World War II site apparently. So might have a look at that microwave oven, I think. Million people in here. That turn off was to Lord Hill. It also takes you up to Gregory and to Burketown. Part bitumen, part dirt. I did think about it, but that's as far as it got. Sitting on 79, it seems quite pedestrian along here. Boy, when we were going through that road between Cloncurry and, or between Mary Kathleen and Mount Isa this morning, it seemed like we were doing double the speed. Felt a little bit like hanging on for dear life. Quite laid back just out here. Overtake us at a great rate of knots. Get a tail wag happening. $60 to Camel Wheel. If you enjoyed this video, there's over 200 more just like it on this channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell and we'll let you know when our next video is available. If you liked this video, hit the like button. And if you weren't that impressed, please don't hit the dislike button. Instead, tell us why, so that we can do something about it. Thanks for watching.